Us now live. Menakedi, thank you very much for your time here on ENCA. Now, of course, I think, I'd be correct in saying that you decided to have this drive because of what you went through personally.
Yes, Masako, thank you so much, and thank you to your viewers at home. Last year, February, I was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer, and 2 weeks into my treatment, I lost my hair. And I must say that was the most painful time of my life. I didn't cry when I was diagnosed because I promised God I wouldn't cry and I wouldn't ask why. But when I lost my hair, it felt like I had lost my crown. It felt like I have been dethroned. Growing up, I've had like long hair and all of that. And I decided that maybe let me have the wig drive because I know that a lot of women are going through the same thing that I went through, losing their hair. First of all, when you've got cancer, you sort of lose your self-identity, you lose who you are, and you lose your self-confidence the minute your hair starts falling. So I thought, let me bring back that smile on our cancer patients and our cancer survivors. And we started the wig drive. I started it with my sister. She was turning 40 this year. And she said she was going to donate 40 wigs. So we've got all sorts of wigs that have been donated to us. We've got Caucasian wigs so far. We've got the braided ones. We've got all sorts, and all what we're asking for our donors is to put them nicely in Ziploc bags. And they can have a note and they can put it in our drop-off boxes, which we have put at different drop-off places. We've got a whole lot of drop-off points, Netcare hospitals. We've got Pine Haven, Olive Dale, Clinton, Unitas. We've got Dr. Mswani's rooms in Spraiview, Postnet at Glen, Postnet Park Rand, and we also have Mill Park Breast Care Center. And the boxes look like this. So they're going to drop their nicely packaged hair into the boxes. And this is one of the boxes that came, and it had a beautiful tiny note, moisture fro, so I loved this, and it was packaged nicely. It was in its original box. What is sad about losing your hair is that, people make comments that, they just put you off. And some of the comments send you back to your shell. I remember in my case, somebody said I looked like a man and I had a headscarf on. And she said I looked like a man from behind. And I couldn't leave the house without a wig until my sister got me this wig. And I am not a wig person. Under no circumstances would I, wear a wig. But I had to find one, and I had to find one that suits me like this one that I'm wearing now. So I'm hoping that our cancer patients will also find suitable wigs in the wigs that we are collecting. And and they can, put a smile on their faces again. And so we're just saying that, as Princess Naked Foundation, we are helping women fix their crowns.
Princess, I just wanted to also ask you, besides the fact that you lose your hair when you're going through chemotherapy, it's also about the type of support that you need around you because of, that experience of being a bit weak. Some people will either gain weight or lose their weight. Some people actually have told us that they even lose their nails.
Yes, all of that is true, definitely. My nails got dark. I lost them. They were very dry and brittle. My skin tone changed because of the infusion, so my nerves bent. And as you can see on my hand here, I had an incident where chemo leaked out of the vein and it bent my nerves and my tendons. As a result, I can't fully close my hand. So you go through a whole lot of things besides losing your hair. Your mouth, you get mouth ulcers, you get all sorts of things, and you gain weight. I think I'm one of the people that gained weight during my treatment. I gained about 13 kilograms or so. So there's a lot that, cancer patients deal with. And those are all the things, that make them feel unworthy, unloved, and they feel like, you know, they don't have support. It is even worse when you don't have when you don't have family support. In my case, I had family support like all around. I had people taking me for my appointments. I had people massaging me when I have the joint pains, you know. I had people preparing my meals. I had the whole family support.
Now, Princess, I just want to ask you very quickly to wrap up. Are you thinking of perhaps also getting wigs for men as well? Because I believe, you know, there are men who also go through chemotherapy, and we might think that it's only women who care about their crowns, but there are men who really want to still look the same and have hair on their heads. Are you thinking of extending it to men as well at some point?
Yes, it's for everyone who has cancer or everyone who is a cancer survivor. And you are right when you say men also want to look the same. My godson, when he had cancer, you know, he was okay with everything until he lost his hair. So losing your hair is like losing your crown. In one of the interviews that I had, there was a man from Cape Town who called in, and he said that his daughter was 8 years of age when she had cancer. And yes, we're looking to collect for men, for women, for kids, for everyone who's affected by cancer and who's got loss of hair. So we're asking our donors out there to please donate any type of wig. It doesn't necessarily have to be a brand new wig. It can be a used one. I mean, most of the ones that I've bought here are used. They washed them nicely, they dried them, and they packaged them. And some came in with beautiful notes, like this one is a used one. You know, so any type of wig.
Unfortunately, we have to leave it there. Princess Nakedi, thank you very much for your time and good luck with that initiative. Very beautiful.